Hey, it is 6:15 here on this beautiful Friday morning across the coastal bend. This is a live look from our Lex camera. And Carly, those high clouds.
Yeah. The taller the cloud, the more rain you have the
yeah.
opportunity of getting. So there was a quick little sprinkle that fell across Portland. That's what we were looking at on our Lex camera. A gorgeous way to start the morning, by the way. But now we're talking summer heat. Here's a look at what you can expect today for this first day of summer. 93 degrees around 4 p.m. Now that is pending whether or not we see a spotty shower. If we don't see rain, we could be a little bit warmer. If we do see a little bit of rain, we could be a little bit cooler. But these are quick moving rain showers, so they're really not going to have a big impact on temperature. Just while it's raining, it may feel just a tiny bit cooler. 88 degrees by noon, and your sunrise is officially at 6:35. So we'll continue to see some nice views throughout the rest of this first edition show. Here's a look at our high temperature forecast for today. 93 for Corpus Christi. Notice we are anticipating a little bit more cloud coverage. Areas to the south of Corpus Christi especially, have a better shot at some of these spotty showers because there is tropical moisture that's coming up, and you're going to be closer to it. Areas from Alice to Kingsville to Falfurrias. So your temperatures might actually be trending a little bit cooler. Hey, it is the first day of summer, and so here's what we can expect. Our average high is 92 degrees on June 20th. By August 15th, that's when our average high peaks at 96 degrees. Our average low also peaking around 76 degrees. By September 21st, the last day of summer, we are talking 90 degrees, our average high. However, the hottest day ever recorded in Corpus Christi did come in September at 109. So yeah, average rainfall through summer is influenced by tropical systems, whether or not we get them, but our average rainfall is 11 inches through the summer. So hopefully we get that rain. Why is today the official start of summer? Well, at 9:42, the sun's rays will be directly over the Tropic of Cancer, that latitude line. Yeah, what that's going to do is create heat, more heat across North America, and through the rest of summer, as the sun's rays drift back to the equator for the fall equinox, we will continue to be heating up the tropics. So just a reminder, August, 17 hurricanes have made landfall during the month of August on the Texas coastline. So that does tend to be our most active month. September also very active. That is when hurricane season peaks across the Atlantic. So what's happening is there's just a lot of heat building up. We have heat all spring as the sun's rays move over the Tropic of Cancer. And so this area of the tropics is starting to get really hot, and it's only going to get hotter as the sun's rays drift back to the equator. And the purpose of that hurricane is to take the heat and move it to the north. So yeah, that's why we start to see them popping up later in the summer season. But no new tropical activity is expected over the next 7 days across the Atlantic. We're still dealing with Saharan dust. It's been more active in the Pacific with less dust and less wind shear. Eric has weakened post-tropical system. National Hurricane Center will no longer be monitoring it. It is still producing some rainfall in the area, but overall, pointing out sea surface temperatures in portions of the Gulf and of course in that area in the Atlantic where Eric rapidly developed is still very hot. But wind shear helping keep us pretty calm, especially through the Caribbean where things like to develop this time of year. That's what's helping keep the Atlantic at bay, but it's also what's bringing up that Saharan dust, which you can see here. We will be dealing with it, especially Corpus Christi through Houston into the weekend. And it's also what's helping bring up that tropical moisture. So you'll see more rain south, closer to Mexico. Areas toward the valley, and as I mentioned, the southern coastal bend, seeing some pulses of energy kind of spinning off from that weak area of low pressure that's tracking into portions of Mexico there. As we continue into the weekend, some drier air with that Saharan dust mixing in, but into Monday and Tuesday, rain chances do start to go back up into Corpus Christi. So you'll see this in your 7-day forecast right now. We are looking at temperatures in the 90s, so 93 degrees with a 40% chance of rain on your Friday. We'll stay in the mid-90s, peaking around 95. Remember our max average temperature, right? So we still have to have air temperatures higher than that. Does get up to 96, so we will have an August feeling like day as we head into early next week. But as rain chances start to move back in, temperatures should lower back closer to normal. Mike.
All right, a lot of